Game in Charlotte, leading the Bucks into Toronto tonight and trying to beat Toronto 3 out of 4 in the regular season. He's got 13 in the first half, and the Bucks have a 56-47 lead over the Raps. Here we are in Studio J for the American Express halftime report. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, and Charles Barkley, our American Express teammates. The Freak and his teammate who joins him as an all-star, Chris Middleton, who's got 7, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists. First time since 2000-2001 that the Bucks have had multiple all-stars. Back then they had Ray Allen and
Ben Baker,
the big dog, Glenn Robinson,
as
their all-stars. But this time around it's the Freak and it's Middleton, and the Freak has got the attention of Shaq.
He's the first big man that I've seen average 27-13, right? A couple assists, 6 assists without post moves. So he's a point big man, the new era of basketball for big guys. He's playing at the top of the key, very unconventional, especially for us three. But what I like, he reads the defense very well, and he does what he's supposed to do as a big guy. Just take it right to the hole. Everybody's saying, yeah, but he needs to work on the jumper. Forget that. You don't need to do that. You need to do this right here. This is why you're shooting 55, 56% from the field, because even though you're not post moving, you're still doing what big men do. You're taking high percentage shots. And this part right here is playing very smart. Coach Bud has been playing well. You draw the defense, kick it to your teammates. That's why he's averaging 6 assists a game. And again, he's the first big guy that's doing that without doing post moves.
But you're saying he doesn't have to improve that other part of his game?
No,
He'd be unstoppable, man.
Well, he already is unstoppable.
I mean, he'd be even more unstoppable.
Hey, Greek freak, don't even work on that jump.
You're saying he couldn't be a better shooter?
Nope.
That's not going to help his game.
Well, don't even work on that
jump.
Come
on now.
Well, I'm going to disagree with that, because if he gets learn how to shoot the basketball, then he'd be unguardable. I mean,
he's unguardable now.
No, he's not unguardable.
First of all, that's just a soft big man talking. When you're the biggest guy there, you take high percentage shot. You do.
I will say he's unguardable.
Yes, he's soft.
I will say he's unguardable now.
Thank you.
But I would say later on, if he develops the jump shot when he gets into the latter part of his career, he will still be just as effective.
Okay, I agree with that. But now he don't need to work on that jump. Don't settle. You punish them boys down there. You shoot over a chair. That's how you win, not shooting jumpers. Facing up, shooting little jumpers like a soft big man.
Why got you like that? Why you got
Because he's soft. You don't know that.
Are you just holding your fire over
here? He's holding it.
First of all, Chuck, you're a power forward. Don't speak on no big man, okay? Because that's not your category. That's my category, okay?
What a power
forward? Big man is me, huh?
What about power forwards or big guys?
No, they're little big guys. They're not big guys. They're little big guys. That's why they're 4 and not the 5. So don't tell me what he needs to do. I know what he needs to do. Thank you very much.
I know you think, Ann Coulter, just because you said stupid stuff don't make it true.
Well, it's true, because I know it's true.
But Giannis is a 4. Giannis isn't a 5.
Well, listen, he's a point. He's a big man. He's tall, he's long, he's a point. He's 4 or 5.
The Raptors are the second best team in the Eastern Conference, record-wise, right behind Milwaukee. What have you seen from them tonight that has got you going to the board?
Yeah, because, we don't get to see them much, a lot, because of the north of the border. And
they get TV up there.
Yeah, but we don't get to see them a lot in terms of on TNT. And I think the other thing is, we talked about the American Express teammates. We went straight to Giannis and we straight to Middleton. But the teammates here are Lowry right now, and we have our big guy, Kawhi Leonard. Oh, I thought you was coming. I thought you was coming. You see, I took that first step. So, to me, the difference is here. The ability of these two guys to create off the dribble, but not give up their dribble. They're strong enough, just like Giannis was, to be able to get it. And here's Lowry. So here's a point guard, and I call him the little pit bull right here. So if you're right here and you freeze it here, freeze it. You got Malcolm Brogdon, who's probably one of the strongest guards in the NBA. You got your bigs coming. You have your Giannis on the other side. You have all kinds of physical help. But this does not deter Kyle Lowry. This is why he's an all-star, because he's still able to get in, take the contact, finish over the bigs, and score. And not to be able to give up his dribble, make something out of nothing. So here we got Kawhi Leonard the same way. We got a pick and roll starting. Ibaka comes out to pick. And Middleton does great defense. And all you got this, freeze it here. You got this semi-zone here. You got 5 eyes. You got 10 eyes on this guy, 5 sets of eyes. But he says, no, I'm not giving up my dribble yet. I'm going to create the opportunity because I'm strong enough, I'm big enough, and I'm tall enough to get in the area and score. These two guys, to me, is the reason why we need to show them more.
Leonard, 10 points in the first half, 4 out of 10. Kyle Lowry's got 7. Toronto just 2 for 17 from deep in the first half, and they trail 56-47 to a Milwaukee team that is number 1 in the NBA in defensive efficiency. Back with more on the American Express halftime report in just a second. Oh, come on now. That's not right. Talking about a Hall of Famer over here to
Alex,
my left.
That was funny.
Hey, look at the shot. Look at the hat. Stay puffed.
Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. There he is.
I remember Stay Puft.
I'll bet you do.
At that, Chuck. I ain't laughing at that. That ain't funny.
Stay puffed, man.
Welcome.
Later tonight, Sixers and Warriors. You know, this guy makes it look. Steph Curry and the Warriors.
He got that look.
Won 11 in a row.
He got that look on his face.
What is that look?
I got to come here, so I might as well just stomp the Sixers while I'm in the building.
We'll see if he's able to do that later on tonight. Meantime, Brooklyn has lost 15 straight games in San Antonio, and there's a delay because they got bats in San Antonio again.
Where's Ginobili?
Yeah. Remember when Ginobili swatted that one right out of the air?
Yep.
There's my man Theo Pitson.
Yeah.
They got to get these guys off.
D'Angelo Russell said, I want no part of this.
I had a bat.
Everybody chasing down bats with towels and big old nets.
Nope, that's
not going to catch a bird.
That's what happened when you play
there
in
you
the barn.
go. Same thing that you were thinking about. As with David Robinson saying, where's Manu Ginobili when you need him?
Boy, let me tell you something. I really want to say something. I'm going to let it go.
I got it. I already know what he's going to say.
What?
I'm going to send the video up to you, Jeremy.
No, he said, I got a bat at home. I was like,
a lot of jokes in there.
I'm being nice tonight.
Yeah, be nice.
Yeah.
There may very well be no athlete more important in American sports than Jackie Robinson. His breaking of the baseball color barrier in 1947 was one of the most influential events in the nation's history. The Hall of Famer was born 100 years ago today. And while baseball is the sport he's known for, basketball might have been his best sport. On February 10th, Beyond the Paint will examine Robinson's basketball talent as well as his social impact. Here's a preview.
To answer the question of how good Jackie was at basketball, it's my strong opinion that that was his best sport.
Mac Robinson used to say my brother was lightning quick. And maybe he would have developed a crossover and broke somebody's ankle.
He was a leaper, he was a rebounder, he was a ball handler, he was a scorer inside, he could shoot from outside. You know, just an all-around game.
And if you read in the yearbooks, as a basketball player, they describe him as being very quick, fast, a good defensive player, and a scorer.
He lettered in 4 sports at UCLA. He is still the leader in yards per carry from scrimmage in football. And he lettered in football, track and field, baseball, and basketball. Yeah, he was Bo Jackson before Bo Jackson.
My dad was not one to boast. My dad wasn't like that, but I did have a trophy room in our house. So I sort of understood his multiple sports by the types of trophies we had. So we had a basketball one, we had his football cleat, which was bronzed. So that's kind of how I learned about his other sports.
This is from the Cleveland Call and Post, which is an African-American newspaper from 1946. Robinson, who was outstanding in 4 sports at UCLA, has this year made the transition from baseball to basketball without the slightest hitch. And with more than a dozen pro games under his belt, is destined to be one of the game's outstanding forwards.
Cannot wait to see that on NBA TV on
Definitely
Sunday,
watch that one.
February 10th.
Never knew he played basketball.
Yeah, I never knew any of that.
Because living in Los Angeles and former UCLA head coach Steve Alford. So when I went to visit him and hang out with those guys, I saw all of those things maybe about 7 years ago when we went and read about all of the things that Jackie had done there. I knew about football and basketball just because I'm a basketball lover, but I didn't know about the track as well, that aspect, just the overall understanding of how great he was and how influential he was in terms of breaking the color barrier. And when you say break the color barrier, Ernie, it's breaking the mental barrier of what people could do based on what they are.
What's cool is that, my dad played Major League Baseball and played against Jackie Robinson.
Yeah,
and it was so cool to talk to my dad about So what was it like when you were on the field, you know, playing against Jackie, and he just talked about what a threat he was as a hitter, as a base runner, how you could hear him coming and how he played all out. And he also was funny. He said, my dad was at the plate one day. My dad's a pitcher, and so my dad's at the plate. And Jackie Robinson's at first base, playing first base, and he had kind of the high-pitched voice, and he looks at my dad and says, oh, pretty good hitter. And my dad started laughing, and Jackie started laughing because he was just busting him at the plate. So very special. 100 years ago, Jackie Robinson born.
That's amazing. You know, we can never, speaking as a black man, I can never be thankful enough for Muhammad Ali, Mr. Robinson, John Carlos, Tommy Smith, all those guys, Bill Russell, Jim Brown, because to play sports in that day, the mental stress, I mean, first of all, sports are hard enough just to play, but the mental stress and the sacrifices those guys made it possible for guys like us to do our job. And so every time you see one of those guys, I tell them, man, I can't thank you enough.
And again, February 10th on NBA TV at 6:30, you can catch that special on Jackie Robinson and his basketball career.
I gave it to Jackie Robinson.
You know, a week from now, we're going to be doing the All-Star draft.
Yes.
Yes. Team LeBron, Team Giannis. Do you want to know where we're going to be doing that?
Where's that?
We're going to be doing that in Studio D. And we're going to take just a little stroll to Studio D. And this
LeBron's first pick is who, Chuck?
Well, we'll talk about that later. Let's talk about what folks are going to see at home, because they've never seen this part of Turner.
They've never seen us walk.
They've never seen this part of Turner.
It's just
Studios.
dungeon back there.
No, by the way, I got the Jordan 6 infrareds on here.
Ooh,
these
Ernie.
things.
Oh, those are nice.
Those are really nice, because we are going.
After you, Ernest.
Oh, what the hell out here?
Yeah.
We're gonna go.
My people.
As always, we got Cirque du Soleil hanging out here. And
Hey, how y'all doing?
Underdog.
Downward dog.
Y'all see what he's doing over here?
Downward dog.
That's just this
look
happens
good.
all the time when we're here.
Do that move
That
again.
girl got her
underdog.
leg up on her head.
Do that move again, underdog. Downward dog. Yeah, I like how you do downward dog.
And hands
Unbelievable.
Hands off the Cirque.
I can't believe we're going to stop watching that to walk down this dingy hallway.
No, Charles, you've probably never been down this hallway before.
Because there's nothing back here.
Well, this
Sure
is where
there
NBA
is.
TV,
Yeah.
when I do it over here.
Hey, NBA TV.
There you go. Thank you.
Oh, Shaq is just
Yep,
giving out
thank you for
$100
your service.
bills.
That's right. You know how we do it.
Okay. Shaq's giving out
And you know,
$100.
during the Super Bowl week, you know, Dan Patrick is doing his
Thank you for your service,
radio
brother.
show here.
Appreciate you.
Bill Callen, very nice.
Bill Callen.
Yeah, so
Underdog, here you go,
Wait,
baby.
Underdog, how did you get from Cirque du Soleil?
Underdog. Wait.
You are
How did
amazing.
Underdog get two places?
You are amazing.
Here you go, brother.
Are those real hundreds?
Of course, they're real hundreds.
No, he always
You
do
mess
that.
around.
He does that every
The bank
night.
at Shaquille is always open, baby.
Okay,
Yeah.
brother.
So Dan Patrick's
it's
doing his
Super Bowl
show here.
weekend.
Rich Eisen is doing his show in this very studio right here, as a matter of fact.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so, Shaq, you were on today, right?
Yes, I was on today.
I was too. Were you really, Kenny?
Yeah, shows air tomorrow.
Yeah, so here's the way he's got it all laid out here. Rich Eisen, one of the true
Can I
great
get one?
guys. One of the true great
Hey, give
guys.
him 100. He just threw
Look
me a
at
ball.
Chuckster.
Here you go, brother.
Oh, thank you.
Thank
Give her
you.
2, because she looks.
No, she gets more. Here you go, young
Hey, can I
lady.
tackle this thing?
Go ahead. Don't hurt yourself now.
Good job.
Watch out, Chuck. Show you how good I
You
am.
catch that? Oh, we had a contest.
Rich is
like
not
this
going to
already.
like it if we're destroying the set.
Okay, all right.
And you could sit
Hey,
here
hey,
all
Shaq.
day. Shaq, you could sit here all day
Leave
and not
them,
throw one in
a couple
there.
extra hundreds because we just took the balls out.
Oh, for Rich.
Oh, the great Willie McGinnis.
Leave a couple hundreds.
Guys,
for them.
we're almost there.
Oh, we're
We're
not.
almost. No, we're
thought it was
almost
here.
at Studio D.
Well,
Almost.
Rich don't get all this money. I need to get that
Rich
back.
got a live audience in here?
Yeah.
He had a
Really
live
good.
audience.
All right.
pretty good today.
Are we here? We're
almost
we're
there.
almost
Wait,
to Draft
wait.
Central. Jordan
Hey,
Brand.
Shaq.
Draft Central.
You're not
Hey,
getting
Andy,
some,
look
oh,
first.
we got some more money to give
Here
out.
you go.
Fellas,
Here you
move to the
go.
table. Thank you.
How much you gave?
I don't know, a couple hundred.
Okay.
Guys, we're almost there. You've done very well.
Shaq is tired.
Where are we?
I'll tell you exactly.
I'm gonna be tired of whooping your ass.
Tell you
keep talking,
exactly
Chuck.
where we are.
Shaq, real TV.
I'm gonna put you in this headlock. I'm telling you.
Where
right
are
now.
we? Are we here?
Hey.
This is,
Wait.
here's
Underdog here.
Underdog
There you
is
go.
again here.
My man, here you go.
There
Man
you go.
gets all over the place.
You know how we
Appreciate
do
you.
every week.
Yep.
Every week.
Appreciate your service. J-Dog. Shot that commercial yesterday, boy.
Underdog is in
So here we are, gang.
Appreciate you. Thank you very much.
Jordan Brand Draft
My guy.
Central.
Wow. Nice. Nice.
We are the bold, the feared, and the emulated. The icons, the all-stars, and the future. To every player who's determined to leave their mark, this game is yours. Own it.
Where we going? Are we going to go?
I love
Yes,
these right here.
I knew you would get right to the shoes that we want to look at. Those
love
Whose do you think those are? Chuckster?
Kyrie Irving.
No, think of real style and flashy and bright.
This is
James Harden.
no. This is Russell Westbrook.
Russell Westbrook,
Yeah.
exactly.
These are sweet right here.
But why not 0.2?
Yeah, I saw those. I actually gave him a shout out when I saw those.
Those are sweet right there, too.
Those
what
are
Ernie
the
had.
ones I got on right now, as a matter
But
of
what are
fact.
Barkley's at?
Well, hold on, man. This is
You were with Nike?
The
I
Air
never knew that.
the Air Jordan 6 infrareds, and
You got your own shoe?
Yeah. This
I don't know why.
is what MJ wore in 1991, last time the game was in Charlotte. And you remember the game in Charlotte in
Yes, I
91,
do.
Chuckster, because you were
The MVP.
exactly
Could you
right.
imagine, Ernie, if he
that
never
the game
played
you
with
had
me in North
17
Carolina?
points?
None of this would be here.
That man
I
got
tell you what,
people
let me
scoring
say this about
17
let me say
points.
this one thing about Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
Obviously, he's the GOAT. But the number one thing he did, he's the first guy that made shoes fashionable. And he's the reason all these guys are making money with their own signature shoe today.
Without question.
This is the Nike Adapt BB.
Is this the one that laces up on his own?
Yes, power lacing.
Oh, wait.
No, here's all you got. You push
Oh, you
this.
hit a button?
Power lacing.
Oh, that's nice.
Man, I thought it was an app on your phone.
No, you can do it on your phone as well. But you can, that feels good.
I don't think that you would. I don't think you would try to do anything from an app.
So all
on your
I have
phone.
to question is,
You would wait.
do
you
we
would use
get
an app
every
on your
pair
phone to
of
put
these?
your shoes on.
Do I have every pair in my locker? All right.
So, you know, it's amazing that you can push a button and tie your shoes now, lace them.
Yeah, that would have saved you a lot of trouble because you can't do it right now, so you need those.
I almost
You
said
can't.
Tuck
you
your shirt
can't,
in, man.
Yeah.
You don't have yours tucked in.
So you like the digs here?
Oh,
this
I
is
love
where
it.
we're going to be doing the draft next week. Team LeBron against
I think those are Scottie
Team,
Pippen.
like
against
these
Team
right
Giannis.
Ooh, look at the Max. These are Air Max.
And when we come back, we're going to kind of give you a preview and figure out who these guys would pick if they were the captains. We'll be back.